morning, welcome to my channel, Fact Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've used a ketogenic journey to lose 206 pounds. Yes, it's that time of the month. Yes, I'm holding water weight, and no, we are not trying to lose any weight in the month of December. It's why I'm doing net carbs instead of total carbs, which allows me to eat way more items than I could before. 20 total carbs, it was nothing. Nothing made, that's for sure. But with 20 net carbs, I can use Carb Quick, I can have protein shakes, I can have perfect keto cookies, which are protein cookies. I can have protein bars, I can have all kind of stuff. But on total carbs, you basically can have the keto vegetables. And if you're lucky, you can squeeze in some berries. I'm eating berries every day right now. And Carb Quick every day right now. So I'm going to show you my numbers from yesterday, meaning my Fitbit, my Carb Manager app, and my sleep from last night. I can't stand anything touching here. It's really bothering me today. So let's go ahead and look at those numbers. Okay, so here's my Carb Manager app for yesterday. I had 17 net carbs, 38 total, 96 total fat, and 125 grams of protein. I like that number. I've changed it to high protein again. Like I said, I'm playing around with it every day, tricking my body. 1450 in calories. Here's my Fitbit. I did not really get much exercise in at all yesterday. 5,257 steps. That is very low, but yeah, the last 2 months has not been so great with my fibromyalgia, so I'm happy to get anything in. And this is my crazy sleep. Even though I'm in bed, it says I don't fall asleep so well, so I kind of give up. I hit 1 hour 29 minutes REM sleep, light sleep for 4 hours and 33 minutes, deep sleep for 1 hour 10, awake for 43. So yeah, and my other watch was charging. On my second and last collagen coffee of the day, which means I will only be having 1.5 scoops of collagen right now. No, less than that. You know, I take 2 scoops divided by 3, so it's a little less than that. Because I'm sick of feeling sick at night. After I eat my last meal, I am miserable. For a couple weeks now, it's getting worse and worse. So we're going to try a few new things. 1, 2 coffees a day, just in case. And I know I shouldn't try everything at once, but that's how I'm doing it. You'll see. I'm taking a bunch of crap out, and we'll slowly add stuff back in. The first thing I add back in will be another coffee, right, to get back to my 3. So what am I taking out? Well, today we are taking out a coffee. We are taking out the actual protein shake I've been having around dinner time. We are taking out, there was something else. Oh, no ibuprofen. I haven't had it for 3 days. It takes a while to clear out your stomach. And we are taking out fat for dinner. Meaning I am having some boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm definitely air frying them, and I may coat them in some Carb Quick and Himalayan salt. That is it. We are not using any other seasoning or coconut flour, because sometimes that gives me heartburn. That's what we're doing. We are having boneless, skinless chicken breast air fried for tonight to see if that stops the pain. Because I don't know if it's one of these items. I don't know if it's because I'm eating twice a day and my body takes a long time to digest the first meal. Like, they haven't been able to do tests on me because the whole C word, plus the other tests they need to do, you have to put me to sleep, and I can't be put to sleep. Otherwise, I'd be getting some boob lifting and stuff like that done, and skin removed off my thighs, and that's what stops me from getting any of that kind of stuff done. So, they have a theory that a normal person's food should drop out of their body, like into their lower intestines and stuff, within 3 hours of eating, and they think one of my issues is it doesn't. That it can take up to a day to drop out. So since my stomach is already shrink like when I was 368 pounds, my stomach was smaller than a person that was 105 pounds. I never had a huge stomach. I don't put a lot of stuff in there at once. I never did. I couldn't even eat a whole burrito without throwing up. A 6-inch would make me throw up. It was too much food in my stomach at once. It's been that way since I was born, because when I was born with tons of ulcers up in my stomach that I had up until I was a kid. Like I think like 7, 8 years old. So my stomach never got used to ever getting food in it, and I never stretched it out over the years. And going keto, it has shrank even more. So if the food is sticking in there and my tummy is already too small, and then hours later I put more food in there, that's what the doctors think is giving me my horrible heartburn and grr. But of course they're just guessing. And it's why my food wants to throw back up, and I have severe pain, and I also have IBS and stuff, and fibromyalgia, which can cause all these symptoms too. And then until my body decides to process it through, I'm just compounding it. That's their theory. I don't know whether or not that's true. So we're going to try some things like removing everything but boneless, skinless chicken breast for tonight. So there won't be fat to trigger heartburn. There won't be caffeine or coffee itself that supposedly triggers heartburn. I drink it all the time, and I don't, like, the second cup, no heartburn yet today. It's only come evening time. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just giving it a try. Like I said, I'm not trying to lose weight right now. I'm not doing this for weight. I'm doing this because I'm sick of the pain. I'm sick of being nauseous. I'm sick of feeling like crap and feeling sick. But like I said, I was born with stomach issues. Not a new thing. Just trying to figure out how to solve it without having to get tests done that I can't get done in the first place. So it's one of those things. Because if I could, like I said, have anesthesia, I would have gotten my uterus taken out a long time ago, so I didn't have to keep getting biopsies, because I have acute complex hydroplasia, which means it's about a cell turn away from stage 1 cancer. So I have to be treated for that, and they have to watch that. But so far, losing all this weight has cured it with the IUD that I use too. That I don't have to get biopsies every 3 months anymore. It's like amazing to me. I haven't had one in over 2 years, because everything comes back clear every time. The ultrasounds, everything, there's no issue there. So that's a yay. But I would have had that taken out. I would definitely have skin removed off my thighs, and definitely, you know, some loose skin off my boobs, or big giant boob implants. I know you're all coming at me. You don't want big boobs. I had big boobs, okay? They're D's right now. I want my double D's back or something. Like, I want something, like... So I went to Victoria's Secret because the 36D, the band kept sliding down my body. It's too big. I'm a 34. So they told me buy the 34D. And I can't return it again. They have a return one policy. I can't return it again, which sucks, because the pandemic doesn't let you try on bras there, and they can't measure you. So I brought them. The band fits fine, but the boobs don't. 34D is way too small. I can't stuff the boobs in them. And you would think, well, it's a D cup and you wear a D cup. But when the girl said it should have been a double D, because I didn't lose cup sizes, I just went down in the band. And the cup size area number stayed the same, I guess. I don't know. Does anyone else have these problems right now? And I can't just go buy a sports bra or anything else, because it has to be strapless. My fibromyalgia cannot allow straps here. Anything tight in these areas, I'm screaming, or touching my back. Plus, I have an injury back there that cannot be touched. I mean, yesterday I was in tears on the couch with it. It is not healing. I've had it for a year now. I was in physical therapy when the whole C word happened, and they had to stop. And it is just not getting better at all. The pain can be very excruciating, especially since I'm not taking the ibuprofen. So Yeah. It's like a demon with ibuprofen. Like, you gotta pick your demon. Like, it's perfect for my fibromyalgia. It's all I can take anyways. I can't have any other kind of pain meds at all. I have allergic reactions to everything, people, everything. Even that CBC Olsen stuff or whatever it's called. So each day I pick a demon. Do I want stomach issues? Because that's what ibuprofen does to me. Do I want water issues? Do I want to get kicked and not feel so great that way? Or do I want severe pain from fibromyalgia and this injury? Do I want my neck to shake to pieces because the inflammation back there is so much, it's triggering nerves in my head? So every day I get to pick. Now during the summer, I don't have fibromyalgia. Silly time. In the heat, I am okay. It's very minimum. Now for people who's just getting it, they might be like, oh my God, that's too much pain. It's not minimum. I've had it since I was 17. It's yeah. I don't remember what it's like not to feel pain. Still a lot of pain I don't actually feel anymore because, yeah, if I'm saying I'm having a bad fibromyalgia day, you know it's excruciating. Like, and the exhaustion it gives you, oh my gosh. So if you're new to my channel, I talk about everything because everything has to do with weight loss, okay? Are you enjoying your life? Is your friends giving you hell? Are you getting any sleep? Is your family driving you crazy? Are you having any fun? Is everything miserable right now? Like, all of that affects that number on that scale. It does, because it raises your cortisol levels in your body, especially if you do keto. Okay, so you're gonna get tons of different YouTubers that have different takes on keto completely and what you need to focus on to lose weight. No matter what kind of weight loss journey you're on, you're going to get different keto doctors or doctors that aren't keto who's going to give you different information. You're going to go do tons of research and get tons of different information. You're going to have to choose what works for your body, because I don't want to say one person's wrong and one person's right, because it might be right for this whole group of people and wrong for this whole group of people. That is the problem here. I can get away with doing 45 fat grams or 100 and something, and I am healthy either way. I actually feel better at the 45 and 50 fat grams, to be truthful, and the higher protein. And I am perfectly healthy. I get all my nutrients and what's that word? I can't even think right now. I have a little headache, but I'm refusing to take the ibuprofen. Micronutrients or something. Okay, I get all that from about 50 fat grams, and I'm good. But there's this whole group of people over here that isn't good. They feel like crap. They're getting malnutrition. They're not getting all their stuff in, and their bodies work different, and they need the higher. So that's why I will never say, well, this one's completely wrong or this one's completely wrong. The only time you will ever hear me say that is on TikTok. And you won't, and it's nutritionists who don't believe in keto and down it and say it's only made for epilepsy. No, a doctor used it for epilepsy in children in about 1920, but ketogenesis has been around since the dawn of time. Since God put us here on this earth, it has been around. Especially if you lived in winter areas. Okay, meat was very fatty. You're eating game, okay? You're eating duck, you're eating deer, you're eating rabbit. What do they all have in common? Tons of fat. You're eating real unprocessed milk back then. You're eating eggs. What does it have in common? Fat. They even made butter. Fat. Okay? Only the rich people got to have sugar and fruit and breads, usually. Like, okay, this is legit. You can go look for yourself if you don't know anything about the history of the world or the beginning. Yes, was Adam and Eve in a garden of fruit and stuff? Yes, but we're talking about let's get out of that and come up in here. So they ate fish, and unleavened bread is totally different than the bread of today. Okay, the wheat's not even the same. It's just not. So during winter, did they have fruits and vegetables? What did they mostly eat? Meat. Salted meat. Lots of salt on that meat. Eggs. Real cream, not this processed fake milk. So, yeah. Now, I am not talking about over in China or any other countries like that. I'm talking about more like this part of the world. I'm talking about like every area has their different foods, but do you see how skinny they can be when they eat their foods? But if we try to eat it, we gain tons of weight. Well, maybe their genetics allow them to do that because they have ancestral history eating it that way. I'm O negative blood, and if you do a lot of the research on O negative blood, you will find that people with O negative blood am allergic to the environment, allergic to anyone, cannot carry a baby without a special shot if the baby does not have their blood. We are allergic to tons of food. There are tons of food our body does not want to process. We process meat normally pretty damn well. So find out what blood type you are and just research that diet. It doesn't mean to do it because I am a very pro keto, carnivore, ketovore, whatever you want to call it type person, for weight loss and for health. But I also was a very big advocate for blood type diets. And it's just, it kind of shows you a lot about you. It even tell you your personality and all kind of stuff, and you'll be like, what? Especially O negative. I mean, oh my gosh, it just hits it right on the nail for O negative people. We have sleep issues. We have issues with reading people too much and feeling other people's feelings. And I know you're going to think it's crazy, but seeing the future, what's coming, some are more in tune with it than others. It's just really strange to me and very interesting. I do a lot of research on the O negative blood stuff, from the diet to actual other things that is involved in that. So yeah, I guess this morning Europe gave the first vaccine to a very old lady. Let's get real. How long has HIV been around and they can't make a vaccine after how many years? And we have a C-word vaccine in a year? Less than a year? I couldn't take it if I wanted to. Our reactions to all shots extremely badly. But I don't want to change my DNA. And they want to give it to all the healthcare workers. We don't know what's going to happen with that. What if it turns around and kills everybody in a year? Not saying it's going to, but we'd lose all our doctors and nurses. Something my dad said yesterday too. I don't know. This is all I gotta say. If you can come up with a vaccine that fights for a virus by changing the DNA, then get the hell to work on HIV, please. And all the other diseases. And cancer. Because if it's safe and effective, then y'all like miracle workers and you need to get on the ball, please. Because you can't have it both ways. Like, let's help everyone. This should not be a thing anymore, right? If they're that amazing, they should be able to help all these other diseases and things. And why can't they ever get the flu vaccine right? Why is it always the wrong one? They gave you the one that didn't hit that year. But that's my rant for the day. So, everyone knows I'm behind on this. I can't catch up because I just don't eat that much. And then one of y'all read it for me because, you know, I have a little bit of issues and I guess the reason it has two different things is one of them is way bigger than the other. We're assuming that's like on Christmas Eve, I think, or Christmas Day. So I did 4, and what are we, day 8? Yep, day 8. Hopefully I did Vlogmas day 8 right, and I didn't say 7. Because I am so behind. So, actually I did all the way to 5. So we're going to open one. We're going to open 6. Because, you know, I'm behind. So, it's down here at the bottom. It's Rudolph. It's Rudolph. So, I'm going to let y'all see my breakfast and a few clips from today. And you'll figure out why I'm running late. And then I'm going to head out because I need to go to Sam's. I need to go to Best Buy's drive-thru, Ultra Beauty's drive-thru. Last day to pick up my orders. And Sam's for my eggs. So, I'll see if I can film. Ultra Beauty. If you have a rewards account with them, there's a coupon right now. You go to shop by categories, coupons and sales, down the coupons, $5 off, $15 order. If you have an Ultra Beauty near you, you get it sent to the store so you don't pay shipping. Get an item for $15, take 5 off, you only pay 10. Do it over and over again if you want. I'm picking up 7 different orders because this girl used that $5 coupon 7 different times. I am horrible at grocery coupons, but amazing at clothes and makeup. I need to learn how to do the grocery ones. It's just makeup and clothes and stuff is so much easier. It's in the app of every store. They're trying to give it to you for free. Like, you don't even have to try. They're just like, here, take this off. All you gotta do is look in the app for it. So, I've got me a lot more Arctic Fox, even a little Sunrise Orange to try, because they're $18. Well, I paid $13. Plus I forgot I had points. I shouldn't have paid nothing. I have $200 in points. So I need to actually remember to hit points, and I went ahead to pay nothing. So I got me a few different orders of them, and you can take it into the store and use the coupon and have them ring one thing up at a time. As long as it comes to $15, they'll take the 5 off. You pay the 10 and some change for taxes, and you can do it over and over again. People behind you might get mad, but it ain't their money, so I'm just like, sorry. They'll let you do it. I do it a lot. And I try not to do it when there's a long line. I try my best to like look around or go during the hours there isn't a long line. And usually in the store, I'm only doing like 3 or 4 transactions, and it's mostly for Morphe and Arctic Fox, and because they don't let you use it on Clinique, unfortunately. Or I don't think you can do it on Lancome and stuff like that, but you can do it with all the other brands. So, I am out of here. Check out how my day has gone so far. Okay, so I'm going to step back, show you what I'm wearing, show you what my body looks like right now. And yes, it's that time of the month, so I am a little swollen, but I don't think it really shows. So even though I'm doing the carb quick, not tracking my weight, not tracking anything, I am still, you know, paying attention to my actual size on my body, trying to tuck my undershirt back in. So I'm going to step back and show you. So this shirt has officially gotten way bigger. I wore it a couple weeks ago, and it is really, really swallowing me now. Let me move this shirt. Okay. So, this is what I am looking like right now. This is not tight at all. It should be, but it's not. It's to keep me warm because I'm freezing, and I don't want people really to, you know, be in a bra here. This isn't tight either. Like, I don't wear tight clothes. So don't care what the numbers on the scale says, especially since it's that time of the month. But I think I'm looking a little fit looking. Like, my legs are looking way smaller. Now, of course, you know, if I'm not in pants, then that's another story with my thighs, because I have a lot of loose skin there that I hope can go away on its own later in the future. So yeah, let's make the beginning of my video now and actually sit and talk. I'm starting to get hot. Okay, so I should be leaving, but I turned on the computer.
You might be more healthy now, but it can't. Oh, be careful.
And I can't miss her live. I got in there 30 minutes late, so that's what I'm doing right now. My day is going to be pushed back big time, but that's okay. It is now 12:30. The live is over, and I'm starving, so I still can't get dressed and leave the house yet because I gotta go cook. I'm hungry. Let's go make some pancakes and bacon. 4 pieces of bacon in the air fryer. It is the Ninja Foodie Grill. I turn it on. We're going to 400. 6 minutes. Less if you don't want it crispy. And then we start. Now, let's mix up some pancakes. I record today without hitting the camera? I don't know. So we are making the carb quick pancakes. This makes 2 fluffy ones. I will show you when they are done. Some people add baking powder, some people add xanthan gum. I do that when I'm making biscuits. But we're making pancakes. So I got my 3 eggs going. I'm going to take the vanilla one today, and I just pour. I don't measure. This normally lasts me 3 or 4 days. I can never get enough protein, so yeah. And we're going to do some couple of drops of the vanilla monk fruit. I'm gonna do glazed donut today. I did it yesterday. I really enjoyed it. We're just gonna do a couple of drops. It goes a long way. And I forgot my whisk. Just gonna mix this up. Grab my salt. I no longer do the Himalayan or the solo water. I mean, I do have it right there, but I realize I eat and drink a lot of salt a day because I spin this sucker around probably 10 times per coffee. I have 3 coffees a day. I spin it around about 20 times in my bone broth stuff, and that has a lot of sodium all by itself. And the bacon is a low sodium, but still. So I get way more sodium than I probably should be getting. Okay, so I'm going to take 1/3 cup of the Carb Quick. They say don't beat it down, don't tap it, just wipe it across. It equals 1.4 ounces. Equals 1/3 cup, because I usually measure like with weight, but today we're just gonna do it that way. And look, I'm making a horrible mess. Yep, still making a mess. So if you want other flavors, like sometimes I do the pumpkin pie one. I use the pumpkin spice, like pumpkin spices. I use the cinnamon roll protein or the pumpkin spice protein shake when I can find it. I have maple syrups I do, but I'm doing the donut because my homemade blueberry sauce, as I call it, is going on top. So let me go heat a pan. I'm just using one of the smaller pans, so that's what I'm going to use. It's not the big one, it's not the smallest. I don't know what size. Let me see. What does this say? The 8-inch. We're using an 8-inch pan. Okay, it is also time to cut me up some Kerrygold butter. I have to do this every other day. Yes, I go through a lot of butter, but it's in my macros. I really wouldn't have fat in my diet if I didn't eat the butter. So I cut them, usually the end one, I cut them in almost a tablespoon, but all the rest, I do half a tablespoon. I've gotten pretty good over the years knowing how to cut it. I wish, yeah. Yes, that happens a lot because I'm trying not to cut it too thick. I wish those little things you can buy, the butter slicers, worked, but all the reviews on them are horrible. This is butter. This is the angle I normally cut at. This is a new knife and it's really sharp and I have to be careful. But yeah, so I do this every other day so that I can just grab them and stick them in my coffee, put them on top of the pancake, which I need to throw my pancakes on. So there's more butter than that, but it actually did cut me. So I had to throw the rest of it away because I actually bled on it. I'm the only one who eats this, but I still can't eat my own blood. Just can't. So it goes in this cute little butter container. I just grab it. So moral of the story, even this side of the knife is sharp. So I'll stick to my old knife that I normally use, not the new one. Later, they are perfectly cooked for me, and it is time to flip this bad boy. I don't know if I can flip it one-handed. I'm afraid I'm burned it a tiny bit trying to grab the camera. Oh, I did it. Probably showed my big mess because I make big messes when I cook. Always have to clean right after I eat. I'm pretty messy, but these are going to cook up some more. I don't like it that undercooked, but by the time the pancakes are done, they were actually, you know, bacon keeps cooking. Okay, so here's my breakfast. It made 2 very fluffy pancakes, especially the second one. I should have put a little more on the first one. So I'm going to stick the blueberry jam I made in a video 2 days ago. I think I'm going to put a whole tablespoon on it this time. I thought I put almost 2 on it yesterday, and just by looking, and I didn't, not at all. This is what a tablespoon actually looks like. It's way bigger than I was giving myself. Okay, so it's actually really good. It's got monk fruit in it for the sweetener. Then I'm going to throw a tablespoon of butter, a tiny bit of the maple syrup. Doesn't really taste like maple syrup to me though. Come on. Yeah, makes lovely noises. And here's where you can throw in some erythritol, like any powder type sugars, but they don't settle with me. Me and erythritol, especially they're just straight out, doesn't settle. So look, dirty keto. Yes, I just made dirty keto, but guess what? The bacon's not the cleanest in the world either. So voila, my first meal of the day. I have had a collagen coffee an hour ago. I'm going to make another one when I go to leave. And I'm starving, so we're going to eat because I usually get hungry once a day. And once I get hungry, I make sure and eat. Okay, so I'm totally about to eat this yummy food. Doesn't it look amazing? I know you guys just saw it, but I have to show you again at a different angle where you can see how fluffy these are. I'm really, really loving this Carb Quick stuff. And so far, it's not making me gain weight. I'm just bouncing the same water weight I do when I take ibuprofen. Like, so I was in that live and I want to try eating bars again. I really miss them. They were easy, convenient, and I ate them instead of drinking the protein shake, and I'm starting to worry that it's the protein shake hurting my stomach with all the milk in it. So I'm really debating on trying a bar again. I seem to be able to eat perfect keto cookies, those protein cookies. So, like Keto in the Chaos was saying, the bars made her go up, and then once her body adjusted, she went back down. Maybe I don't give myself enough time to adjust. I stopped eating them over a year ago when I went to page 4 because there's no almond flour. There's no nuts on page 4. You can usually find the old one on Pinterest. On my Facebook group, I have on there the old one, and I marked in red the changes to the new one, what it should be now. The new one, you get no nuts, no berries, none. There's no carrots or anything like that on there either. You can have like 2 cups of like lettuce, spinach, things like that a day. 2 cups. 1 cup of things like mushrooms, bell peppers, tomato, cucumbers, and there's a bunch of other stuff on that list, but only 1 cup a day. So when I would make salads, I would literally take 1 cup and chop up my my cucumbers, mushroom, bell peppers, tomato, and make sure it all fit in that 1 cup together so I could have a variety of stuff. And then you eat protein until you're satisfied. Not overstuffed, but you know, you're no longer starving. You're no longer hungry. And you can eat protein all day. And you only get 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, which I have carried on this whole time. I think you get 1 or 2 ounces of cheese, and I've carried that on this whole entire time. I basically carried on the vegetable parts this whole entire time. The only thing I did different is I added like monk fruits, because that's not on the list. At least I don't think it is. I really don't remember. I added coconut flour, which is not in the list. I added now Carb Quick. So there are things I added that isn't on the list, and that's why I say I don't do page 4 anymore, but they're staples of it. I've carried on the whole last 2 years or so doing those staples, which this is not one of them because it's a berry, right? But I've lost 206 pounds, and I'll get the rest off sooner or later. So I'm not worried. And this month is not about losing. We're going to be making some keto brownies soon because I want some brownies. So yeah. So I'm going to go eat this because I'm starving. Still got to make the beginning of my video. Haven't done any of that yet. I always get behind on juices because I really want to get in that live, and I want to, like, I wasn't going to get behind today. And then I noticed who was all in there typing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to know all this typing? I gotta read and listen because I don't want to miss anything. So that's all I did. Not complaining. It was fun, enjoyable. And right now, no matter what our fun is, we need to take it, right? Whatever makes you happy right now during this crazy year, just seize it. You can do your housework later, your errands later. You can eat breakfast in an hour instead of that time. Okay, it's funny. The more weight I lose, the less shy I am about eating in front of people. It was hard for me to eat in restaurants before, because I always thought in my head that they were looking at me and saying, you don't deserve to eat. You need to starve. You need to fast. Very, very long time. I've done intermittent fasting this past year. Never quit before because I would get sick after 15 hours. I would throw up. I lost my majority of the weight eating bacon, eating snacks, eating multiple times a day. I didn't have to fast. And when I do fast, it's called dirty fasting. 12 hours clean, the rest is dirty because I'm having my collagen coffee. And they're 80 calories a coffee. From the collagen and the butter. I'm shining up. I'm not gonna make you watch me eat anymore. And I'm gonna go eat. So I'm sitting outside Best Buy waiting for this little tripod thingy. This is taking 45 minutes. Not to mention the drive up here. They won't let you go in this store to get it, but you can go in this store to shop. Then I have to go to Ultra Beauty, then the Sam's Warehouse to get some eggs, and then I have to go to Food Lion for deli meat because my kid hates the deli meat at Sam's. It's gonna be a long day, people. Long day. So this breakfast this morning didn't hurt my stomach at all. First meal normally doesn't. Doesn't matter what I eat. Same with the first 2 coffees. So we'll see with dinner, right? I just walked in the house. I'm going to show you a few things I bought. I bought some strawberries because I'm going to try to make strawberry preserve. I got some carrots. It was a big giant bag. I'm sharing with my family. Roast beef, low sodium turkey. One of my favorite cheeses. I never pronounce it right, so there you go. And I'm going to try this brand because they were out of the brand that I normally buy. And I do have some left, but I need a backup. And I've been debating on trying this brand for a while, so I'm going to try it tomorrow. I also got me some more olive oil spray. I use this one and the Costco brand. And these finally came in the mail today, which, you know, I love these things. And my mascara came in the mail. This is the only mascara I use. It's about $5 on Amazon. And I go through about 1 a month, which to me is perfectly fine because I use a crap load of it. I'll go without makeup, but I always have mascara, unless I'm sleeping, of course. First thing I do when I walk in the house is go straight to my treat and I turn it on. It makes me happy. I might be the only one in here to enjoy it, but like I said, it makes me happy. Okay, I'm about to start undressing in a minute. I come home, throw off my clothes, get house clothes on. I don't know if y'all do that. So I still do have some eggs left, but you know, I can never have enough because they disappear. So, sticking the new ones in. I'm gonna do the strawberry thing soon, and I'm gonna eat some because I don't need to make all this into jam, that's for sure. That's a lot of jam. I have drawers I can throw all this into later. I don't feel like digging with it. I am so lazy. I just want to make a sandwich, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pull out, ooh, the boneless, skinless chicken breast, like I said. It's strips. I'm going to make like 3 or 4 of them with a little carb manager on it. A little carb quick on it. And some Himalayan salt. And air fry it. And let me tell you, it's almost 6. I'm starving. I usually only get hungry once a day, but I know why. 1 less coffee than I'm used to and no protein shake. Those 2 things get me through hours of the day. I realize this now, that, you know, my calories mostly come from liquid. That's how I like it. Food hurts my tummy. But I've had no stomach ache today, not having the protein shake. Yes, I had some in my morning breakfast, but cooked, when it's cooked, it's a whole nother story. It doesn't hurt my stomach at all. So I'm starving. I'm gonna cook. Okay, so I know y'all are gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I can no longer touch raw chicken or pork of any kind. I have been using disposable gloves. I know it's pitch black. For years now, and it grosses me out, and I went to try to touch it and I couldn't bring myself to touch it, and I had run out, so I had to go grab a new box from my mom's house. But my mom's that way now too. We just can't do it anymore. I just think of all the nasty E. coli or whatever, salmonella or whatever you could get from it, and I'm a baby. I just can't do it now. I used to not cook meat at all because of that. Now, see. So yeah, so now it's time to go in and cook, and I'm starving. 7 o'clock, I am having that chicken. It is 9.5 ounces, and it tastes like it's gonna taste good, just saying. I mean, it smells and looks like it's gonna taste good.